Clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic.
What is up, my beautiful rosebuds? Of course, it is your favorite rosebud, Nita, and
your rosebud, Nita.
And we are back with another one. Back with another one. Hey. Yes, your girls are coming to you with another Gossip Bud Presents.
Another one.
Cocktail Talk. Yes. So you see, we got our hookah, of course. We got our drinks. We got two sets of wine sitting here. We got strawberry or peach. And this time we got the peach. We got this peach tequila mixed in, and we dash of the raspberry vodka. Like, if y'all could drink on this, I'm pretty sure y'all will be it's a good mix.
It is.
It's a good mix. So we gonna go ahead and we gonna get into the tea and discuss what we gonna discuss. This video is going to be about how rapper Lil Baby and Saweetie over before they could even start. And what's going on with that whole situation, so we gonna get into that. But of course, you know, you always gotta say it. Go ahead and like this video, share this video, subscribe to your girls. Don't forget to follow. It is free 99.
Free.
All social media is under GossipBud87. And y'all know to go ahead and hit that notification bell so that when we do upload more videos, you guys will be alerted and you can see our beautiful faces or hear our marvelous voices come across your screen. So y'all know what it is. And with that, let's go ahead and let's get into this drama. Y'all get y'all's wine, y'all tea, whatever y'all sipping on. We just told you what we got. Y'all see it sitting right there.
I'll take another sip in a minute. This is really good though. I like this picture.
But alright guys, we gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this tea, so let's go ahead and let's get sipping
now.
And let's discuss what's going on. Not too long ago, people had suspicions that rappers Saweetie and Lil Baby were dating each other, they dealing with each other. Like, Saweetie was making comments on talking about how she wants a baby and stuff like that. Yeah, a baby. She wants a baby or a little baby. But she making her comments, and he allegedly took her on like $100,000 shopping spree. Like
$1,000 shopping spree?
Girl, yes, like boy.
Well, okay.
$100,000 shopping spree. I would use that to go buy a house. But okay. Well, you do what you do. If you want the designers, you get the designers, whatever. But so they do whatever they doing, but you know, they trying to be a little bit low key. And so what ends up happening is Saweetie posts a picture.
What kind of picture?
She posts a picture of her sitting on the lap of some guy. You can't see his face.
So Mr. Anonymous.
Yeah,
okay.
Mystery Man. We got Mystery Man here.
Mystery
so
Man.
You know, she's trying to be suspicious. But she wasn't suspicious enough. Because they ended up, like, you know how social media is. Like, when they see something, they like Inspector Gadget Detective, like, they better than the FBI. So they ended up putting two and two together. And finding out, because there was a picture that Lil Baby had posted of him, and they were able to pinpoint that the shoes and the pants that he was wearing matched the shoes and the pants of Mystery Guy in her picture. So you got them talking, even though they trying to come out and say they single, they ain't dating nobody, whatever. You got people like, well, you took her on a $100K shopping spree allegedly, and like you in her pictures, like, cause we can match your outfit to the outfit of the person that's in the picture with her. So you was in her picture, so y'all must be messing with each other. Blah 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 blah.
So they done locked it in already that it was him or her for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Now here's where the conflict comes in.
Okay.
So, of course, we know Saweetie was dating Quavo for about 2 years before they had their public breakup, and they split. Yes. And Quavo and Lil Baby are on the same record label. So they're label mates. while Quavo and Saweetie
There was together.
was dealing with each other.
Okay, so a lot of under the table back and forth. Okay.
Yes.
Salad tossing.
Yes.
Mm.
So, of course, he comes out and he goes on Twitter. And, of course, you know, with anything that I say, I got my receipts. I'll put them all up. Y'all can check it out yourself. He comes out and pretty much was saying, Quavo, that it ain't shit. They can do a swappy swap. Do a little swappy swap because as we know, well, some people know that Lil Baby has a baby mama that is his ex by the name of Jayda. However you say her last name, Chivas.
I just know about Miss Jayda, not Jada Pinkett, but I know the other Jayda. Not Jayda.
Yes. So, and they broke up like sometime last year. So, and they would have been together while the Saweetie and Quavo. So you know.
Now, quick question. Now, is this the same baby mama that Lil Baby was supposed to like have bought like a car or something? Okay.
Yeah,
That's the one. Okay. All right.
So, pretty much Quavo was talking about, well, shit, it ain't no thing. We can do a little switch. And like, where he's trying to imply that he, like, you know, since you fucking with Saweetie, Lil Baby, I fuck with your baby mama. We can call it a spade a spade. We can call it even. So, that happened, and so I guess Lil Baby felt some kind of way. He felt some kind of way because he ends up coming out on Twitter, but he was doing it in a slide up. Lil Baby obviously felt some kind of way because he ends up coming out on Twitter, and he like he didn't specify who he was talking to. Like he wasn't man enough about it where he added who he was talking about, but he pretty much really be weird. And then he came right after that and said, "If you want clout, use Baby."
Oh, use Baby.
So Lil Baby feel like if you want clout, you gotta use his name. So it seems like I don't know if he's trying to throw shots at Quavo while also like coming at Saweetie, because if you think about it, all this popped off. Even though you know behind the scenes they were saying like he was doing all this stuff, like there wasn't like anybody who like had pictures or anything to show what was going on.
The recent that have been talked about with Lil Baby's name up in it.
So when Saweetie posted her picture, it seems like it caused like you know social media to go ahead and be like, y'all dealing with each other.
Of course.
And so, like, if you think on the situation, and this is what I want to get into, like, this is what today's topic gonna be about when we discuss it. Because, of course, we talk about, if anything I talk about, it's gonna pertain, but we're gonna give our, like, you know, opinions on it and stuff like that. And my thought, like, what I want to discuss is, what is your thoughts on when, like, say you have a couple, right? They together, they're like this situation with Saweetie and Quavo, and they end up breaking up. But there's an associate or a friend, somebody that was around while y'all were together, and the person that you know starts talking to that person. Like one of them, like you know, whether it's the girl who talked, like in this situation, Saweetie talking to Baby, or whatever the situation is, it's just a situation where one of the people who was a couple starts talking to that person who was in both their faces when they was together with the other person. Like kind of like a dating a friend type situation, dating a coworker type situation of your ex. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Like, how do you feel? Like, what do you think about that? Like,
well, honestly, I feel like, how can I put this? Maybe it's the line. Well, okay. So basically, I feel like if you are going to mess around or talk with your partner or friends, ex-girl, ex-boyfriend, or however you want to call it, it needs to be some communication. I feel like if I'm going to go to you, you know, and say, hey, we're friends, right? But then I know your ex, and me and your ex start talking, and then all of a sudden me and your ex, we want to become a pair, I'm gonna come and talk to you and say, hey, you're my girl, what can I talk to you? You know, I like to get your opinion, your blessing, you know, because at the end of the day, my friendship does matter, you know, with you. And I don't want any bad or negative vibes between me and you behind a man. And it should be that way, vice versa for men too.
I agree with you on that, because like my thing is, I can respect if like whether it's a woman who's friends with a woman and she likes that ex, like they get close or whatever, and she goes to her and says, hey, you know, this is what it is. Right. Like I care about this person. We feeling each other, but I know this is an ex, and so how would you feel if I dated said person? Like, would you be okay with it? Like, because I don't want to cause any issues between our friendship. And then like if the person says, you know what, it is what it is, like you got my blessing, you can date this person, I'm not tripping on it, then okay, I respect that, because you at least started that relationship in the right way, where you communicated with your friend who is the ex in the situation to the person that you're interested in, and you explain to them what's going on, and you give them the ability to let you know how they feel about the situation, whether it's like
in advance.
Yeah.
Before y'all even get down to the path of where y'all going or how long.
Exactly. Because like me personally, the way I sit here and look at it is, before you even get into a point to where you're talking to the ex, you should have had that conversation. That conversation should have been had. In the situation, I will also, because you know, I gotta play devil's advocate. So if you do go to the person and they say, well, I'm not okay with it, because like, let's be real, in the situation with Quavo and Saweetie, they were together for 2 years. So that's not like it was just like some short little thing where they were just fucking around and didn't work out, and then boom, he did, or she did, or whatever. Right. It's a situation where they had a full-blown relationship. Like, she was in the public, she was known as his girl, all types of stuff. So like in a situation where you do go to the person and you're like, nah, and they're like, nah, I'm not cool with that. Like, you know, I've been with her, you know the situation, whether it's I still love her, or even if I don't still love her, you knew that me and her was together for a while, and I did love her, and I'm not comfortable with you being in a relationship with her, and I'm not going to be comfortable being around you while you're in a relationship with her if you do decide to do that. In that instance, how would you feel like if the person like said, nah, I'm not cool with it, and then that person still decided to go ahead and be with her?
Now on that, I can see it like, it's kind of touchy, because from that point, okay, you got some friends that ain't cool with it, like you said, that's gonna be like, okay, hell no, you can't date my ex, you know, what's wrong with you? That's violation code, or whatever code that it is, friendship code, however you put it out there. And so yes, I can see that point, but then again, you got some that, if it makes you happy, you know.
But see, in that situation though, the way I look at it is like, if it makes you happy, you can make that decision. Right. But you can't sit here and get mad at the perception that people make on that situation, because anybody, like, it's like your actions are gonna make people perceive you in some type of way. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you did that, they gon', like, some people might perceive you as like, well, you foul. Like, you a foul person, like, look at this situation where you did this friend like this, so I don't trust you in it. So it can cause problems later on down the line.
Separation with people.
Exactly. Like, it can cause problems down the line, but the way I sit here and look at it is like, well, if you still make that choice, then you gotta deal with the consequences of that choice. So, like, it's not saying just because the person tells you that they gonna have a problem with it that you can't talk to the person. I'm not saying that at all. But at the same time, be prepared for the backlash and the fallouts that happen behind it, and you cannot sit here and fault somebody for having a negative opinion about you in that situation, because what you're doing is foul. Like, because at the end of the day, you're choosing a significant other over your friend in that situation where your friend told you they weren't okay with it, and you still proceeded in the relationship. Right. You made that choice that this friendship didn't matter enough to me
that you're not talking to move forward to make yourself happy at the end of the day. So you're basically saying, I'm willing to cut ties. Hey, if we fuck with each other, we fuck with each other. If not, so be it. You know, I'm gonna still stick with this person. So it's like I said, it's a very, very touchy subject. You know, some people are gonna see it, hey, why does it even matter? But like you said, honestly, and I do agree with you that, hey, if you're gonna go that route, just holla at me. We in the same label, we make the same bread. I don't need to mess up my money behind a relationship.
Exactly. Like, and I mean, I'm not like, cause like if you really sit here and you think about it, it could be considered that, cause like you playing too close to your bread. You playing too close to your money, because this is somebody that you have to deal with. This is somebody that is a part of a record label with you. Like, there might be events where y'all gonna have to come together. It might be events where y'all gonna have to make money together. And because of you making the choices that you made, it can affect your pockets, because this person be like, I ain't fit to work with you. Like,
not at all, you know. And that's something too. It's like, you know, I know we were saying like, well, what happens if a person does decide to turn their back on that label or their partnership and decide to go ahead and just go on their own route, you know? I mean, we've seen it plenty of times. And what's these verses these days where, okay, a lot of tea has been put out, a lot of gossip, a lot of things in the past, you know, and you just see these type of situations, and it's unfortunate that people can't work together behind love. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like,
behind love. You love somebody, but on that type of situation, I think you should just hit your person up and say, hey, I want to be with this person. What you think, you know, and let me get some respect, and let's have a mutual conversation and the ability to work together, you know. And at the end of the day, shit, you never know. Hey, you get a new person in your life. I got your ex in my life or whatever. We might all end up being best friends at the end of the day anyway. So, you know, I don't know. It's just hard to say.
Well, because like what you also have to sit here and think about, right, is like, because like in the situation, like I feel like it's not as simple as some people try to make it out to be. Like, where some, like how this generation is today, like I can do whatever I want to do type situation. Like, okay,
nowhere near that.
Like you go through this and you make this decision to burn this bridge and be in this relationship, and then it don't work out.
No.
And so then you just lost a friend for no reason. Like, okay, like you was with this girl, she might be a past, she might be an experience, or this and that and the other, but ultimately the relationship didn't manifest into anything that was like meaningful. And now you not only lost out on a friend or whatever it is, but if it's like somebody that you work with, is like the tension at the workplace because of a choice that you made. So like it all plays into the whole thing. And then like when you think about it, if the relationship don't work out, it's like, so I went through all this and I'm dealing with all this for nothing. Like I got nothing to show for it. I don't got the girl or the boy.
The question is this too. Do you think about it like, okay, if that does happen, is a person to go back to their partner or friendship, is it okay for them to go back and make it right?
No, I feel like, to be honest with you, if you went to that person and you told that person what it was and how you felt, and they told you how they felt and what their answer was on it, and you still decided you were going to be in that relationship, you deaded that friendship. So if that relationship don't work out, you don't get to decide, I'm going to go back and try to be friends with this person, because you made a decision that you knew they were not okay with. Now, if you want to try, you can try. But I feel like as a respect factor, you should just let it be. You should let it dead. You shouldn't bother them, because when you made that choice, you showed them that somebody that, because if you really think about it, like it would be that in the situation with Quavo and Saweetie, Lil Baby met Saweetie through Quavo. So you, the person that you were dealing with, you met through me, and now that didn't work out, you want to come back over here like everything is okay and kiki with me like we cool? Nah.
Just because your edge control is amazing, which I do have every flavor in my bathroom, that don't mean the relationship is gonna stick, you know?
Exactly.
Just like that edge control. It's some good edge control.
Right.
But, you know, I definitely agree, you know, it's unfortunate, you know, with these type of, you know, situations. You know, and at the end of the day, you got two talented young men that's in this industry, you know, and now they're back in the spotlight behind relationships.
I mean, and ultimately, like, my question is, like even in this situation that we're discussing about, right? Both of these men are famous men, and they could possibly have anybody that they want. Why? And I've noticed this in, like, most Hollywood relationships, and they circulate throughout each other. Like, they get around, like,
you'd be surprised.
Yeah, right?
That's like Kim K. She done had Kanye. Who else?
She had Kanye while she was with she had Kanye while she was married to Chris Humphries.
There you go. See? Yeah. You know, it's okay, but it's okay for the stars to do it. But and people like us, you know, that's regular human beings that's not as high as them, you know.
But let's be real. I'm not even gonna be fucked up when I say this, but let's be real.
Okay.
Like when it comes to celebrities and stuff, they're more cutthroat because all they care about is their money. All they care about is their brand.
Yeah.
So like as far as like, cause like with the example that you gave with the Kardashians, there's plenty of dudes that they like, cause like The Game came out and was talking about how he slept with all three of them.
Yes.
Courtney,
all
Chloe, and Kim. Like he done had them all. So like you get what I'm saying? Like
right.
There's been situations like, for example, Lizette, whatever her name is, the one who's friends with the Kardashians, whatever, that they thought being friends with, who was married to Scottie Pippen, Larsa Pippen.
Yes.
She ended up coming out talking about how technically she was talking to Tristan Thompson before Chloe did, and Chloe met Tristan Thompson through her.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they supposed to be longtime friends, and like so. I mean, at the end of the day, like
it's a whole circle.
Exactly, and so it seems more cutthroat in the celebrity world, and like it seems like because it's more because like I'm not trying to be. It's not trying to say that there are celebrities, because you do have those celebrities out there who have morals and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But with the majority of them, it seems like they're money hungry compared to like in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do some shit like that, like we gonna look at you like what the fuck.
You know, when we do get a chance, you know, a celebrity that I would like to look into their relationship, where we do a segment, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Just because we always wondered about Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I mean, but like even in the situation with Beyonce and Jay-Z, if you think about that relationship, right?
Uh-huh.
Like technically Jay-Z was dealing with Beyonce while she was like, allegedly she was a minor. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, cause like even when you go into this whole cheating thing or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when like. And this kind of plays into the whole side chick aspect of it, where these females be like, well, you couldn't take care of your man, this and that and the other. It was something wrong with you. We fucking Beyonce. It's Beyonce.
Yeah.
And she got cheated on by Jay-Z, who looks like, compared to Beyonce, like, I'm sorry. Like, he's a good rapper. He is considered a legend, but he is a legend,
yes.
He is busted in the face.
Oh, Lord.
He is busted in the face. And he still cheated on Beyonce, who was beautiful and successful and got her own money. Like it's not a situation where she's like leeching off of him or anything like that. Because she got her own money. She had money. She had her own money before they even got together.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, they do like with the whole cheating aspect, that shit happens or whatever. But like in the situation, I would still wonder. Like I would think. Like, say Jay-Z and Beyonce broke up. Would Beyonce start dating somebody that Jay-Z was cool with or does business with or anything like that? Or would she be like, no, like, I'm glad. Because, like, you got to think about with Beyonce, she comes from a family where they went to church and all this other stuff. And she was in her church choir and stuff like that. Like, are you going to have that high road where it's like, I ain't got to do nothing like that.
Right.
Like, I'm Beyonce. I can have whoever I want. So why would I go after somebody that is affiliated with you when I don't want to have nothing to do with you?
None at all. You know, I don't know. It just makes you think. Got my wheels turning. But with this whole Lil Baby situation with Quavo, I don't know. I'm interested to see how it turns out. You know, I want to know, like, hey, you know, were they really dating Lil Baby and Saweetie or Sweetie? You know,
well,
I mean, you know, that's the thing. And you know, the response, are they gonna go back and forth on social media about this and give us more tea? You know, to be like, okay, you stupid, you know. But you know, I don't know.
Well, I feel like that. To me personally, I feel like they was messing around. I do feel like they was messing around, especially like if it's real that he did, because you know I'm saying allegedly. I'm gonna throw allegedly out there. But if he did take her on $100,000 shopping spree, what man do you know is gonna take a woman on a shopping spree and not get shit?
You ain't getting no loving, no kisses, no text messages. I mean, come on now.
Ain't no man that giving.
Unless you're Santa Claus. house. The holidays is
exactly, but like ultimately, like I said, ain't no man that giving. You giving, you give, you. He's taking something to give. You to receive. You are giving. So like yeah, no,
I give in order to be receiving. Yeah.
I feel like that was messing around, and so like I mean, but see, ultimately, like okay, so and then let's go into this.
Okay.
So that brings into question with what Quavo said, how he was like, we can do the flippy flip, we can do the switchy switch.
Yeah,
like,
the whole swapping thing. I had you have my ex, so let me have your girl.
Right, but see, like, okay, so Jayda did, because like at first everybody was thinking that Jayda was agreeing that, because she had liked the comment that Quavo had put out there and everything. So everybody, and then y'all gonna see it, I'm gonna put it all up there. You know, we got the receipts.
Yes.
We keep the receipts on deck. We know what we talking about.
Amen.
But she liked it, but she did end up coming out on video, and she, before I let, because I'm gonna let y'all hear the video, of course, so y'all can hear it.
See me like that post, whatever. I'm not no lame. I don't indulge in lame activities like that. I feel like that'd be not good for somebody. Like I don't play them type of games, so just to throw that out there. That's all. I just want y'all to know. I don't play like that, so y'all ain't gotta worry about it. We move with grace over here, okay? And that's all. Just to throw that out there, because a lot of y'all like, you should do it like that's lame. I'm not no lame. Never been lame. And that's all. You know? That's all. We move with grace. I was doing that.
She did a video where she pretty much came out and ultimately was shutting down the thought of her dating Quavo. Like, and then like one of the things that she said is, I don't play them type of games.
Not them games.
Exactly. She said, I don't play them type of games. So with her saying that, like me personally, like I would feel like she's taking a shot at Lil Baby and Saweetie. But like in the situation, what if she did? What if she was down with it? Would it ultimately be? Because like even though because to me personally, I think, and that's also probably why Lil Baby came out with those tweets that he did, because like for that thought for Quavo to say that, and then his baby mama / ex like it, like maybe he was worried that might happen.
Maybe.
And so like in the instance, say that did happen, would he have a right to feel any kind of way about it, especially with the situation?
Absolute.
You know what?
Swappy.
Yeah. Like 50-50 on this one too. You know, honestly, technically, if it happened, it happened. You ain't with your baby mama, but the thing is, they got kids together. Quavo and Saweetie, they don't have kids together.
Well, but see, my thing is, the way I will sit here and say about that is, even if they don't have kids together, because that the difference is that's what ties Lil Baby and Jayda together, where they're still gonna have to deal with each other, is because they have kids together. But that doesn't change the fact that Quavo and Saweetie were in a 2-year relationship with each other, like 2 or 3 years. So they were together for a long period of time.
If you make it over, I see a month these days. No, a year. But if you make it over a year, then hey, that's some time. A year is some time.
Exactly. And so like, so even though him and Saweetie don't have children, I feel like they still have that relationship and they have that bond, and they had that connection to where he's not gonna be okay with somebody like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, but see, he's saying he's okay with it. Like, it don't matter, we can do a switchy switch. But like, so to me, it's still similar. It might not be exactly the same because like Saweetie isn't tied to Quavo, but she is a situation that happened for him, and they did have their relationship. So it's on the same, to me it's on the even playing grounds. The only difference is Jayda is forever tied to Lil Baby because they got that kid together.
Yes.
To where Quavo can wipe his hands of Saweetie and not really have to deal with her no more. Well, I mean, if Lil Baby and Saweetie did deal with each other, he would have to deal with her if she came around like for work events and stuff like that.
They decided to continue.
Exactly, because like right now, like they're signed to the same label and stuff like that. So I mean, if it went that far, then yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like that's the only reason he would have to deal with her. But if that did happen, where Jayda did get with Quavo, I feel like the baby, Lil Baby. I keep saying the baby. There's all these babies.
Babies.
Yeah.
Baby,
But
baby.
Lil Baby doesn't have a right to get upset. And like even now where he's showing that he was even getting annoyed with Saweetie the way he is, like, boo, like if you get annoyed that she put you on blast, like you tripping, because if you messing with her, you messing with her.
Right.
Like if you didn't want it to be put out there, if you didn't want this to be perceived, if you didn't want it to be a possibility where Quavo could end up with your baby mama, like maybe you shouldn't have messed with his ex. Cause like unless she was down, and to me personally, like I'm not trying to be funny, because you have these females, you have these guys who are like, I don't want to be shown off with you, I just want to keep it simple,
Right.
and they do a little slick shit to show their presence in that person's life.
Right.
And so like the picture that she posted, while she might have not shown his face, I feel like she knew what she was doing. I feel like she knew that the world would figure it out. Like,
well, yeah, that's the thing. You're gonna post a picture. You know, people are always gonna be on the prowl. Who is that? What are them shoes? And you see how they went and put it two together, like they was what, first 48 forensics or something.
Exactly. Y'all know social media is like the FBI. Like they're better than the FBI. They can pinpoint and calculate anything and figure anything out. So like the fact that like she put that picture out, me personally,
that was her putting it out there.
Yeah, that was her way of trying to let it be known that she was dealing with him without coming out and saying it, because he was probably saying behind closed doors, like, I don't want nobody in our shit, I don't want nobody in a relationship.
Maybe he hasn't had a chance to talk to Quavo about this.
Well, it's not even the fact that maybe he hasn't, like, because, like, I think everybody was hoping that him and his baby mama would end up back together.
Yeah.
And, like, because a lot of people like them together, and, like, I low-key think he thought, like, maybe we'll end up together. But something like this happening, where it comes out that you, even though y'all not together, so whoever you mess with, whoever you mess with, but who you decide to mess with, and then the fact that this woman was in your baby mama's face, because again, you have to look at, they broke up just a year ago. So that means they all broke up around the same time, if you think about it. So that means they were in each other's faces, and they was dealing with each other. So this could cause her to be like, you crossed the line, I'm done. And he was trying to keep it a secret that he was messing with Saweetie, but Saweetie caught feelings when he was like, this was just a, well, you know, you be my cuddy buddy, you know, like, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what this probably he was trying to go with, and then, but she was trying to, like, she ain't want that, so she's trying to find a way to show that they dealing with each other without it being her coming out and saying it, because she knows he don't want her to put that out there.
Well, is there anything, has she even made any comments besides to post the pictures, or we just waiting to get some?
Well, the picture, but there was an interview she did. And where the comment that she made, where she was talking about, like, she posted it on, she posted online too, like a picture, and she was talking about she got baby fever, and she wants a baby, but she has to find the right man, and this, that, and the other. And so people were like, because this is also around the time that the shopping spree and everything happened. So people were like, so that could have been, again, you know how the social media is. They was like, so you were referring to Lil Baby, you want you Lil Baby, or you want you a baby with Lil Baby. But you was trying to be, like,
right, and you hitting and throwing little hints out, and you know us women, yeah, we get in a relationship and we like to throw hints out or want people to know, but then again, we don't want people to know.
Let's be real. I'm gonna be real. When me and Mike got together, right? We first started off as friends with benefits. Like, where we didn't get in a relationship because he didn't want to be in a relationship. He was like, I'm not looking for that right now. And I'm like, that's cool. But I made my presence known. I left my glasses in his car. I left my feminine products in his car. Like, I had a bag to where when I went with him, like, that I would leave, like, you could tell there was a female around, because there was female stuff littered throughout his car. Like, I made my presence known. Did I sit here and be like, oh, me and him are boyfriend and girlfriend, we together or whatever? No. But I made it known that there is a woman that's involved with him.
Like, I'm here, or there's someone that's here. You know?
Exactly. Like, there's a female that's involved with him, and it's my stuff. And so if you know who I am, you know it's my stuff. Don't do it. I'm stating my claim. And going on 15 years later, being married for going on almost 11 years together, going on 15 years. So, like, I staked my claim. I got mine. But maybe it wasn't a situation where he was gonna do what Mike did, to where Mike did care about me. Like, my husband loved me and stuff like that, or cared about me and stuff like that, and was like, you know what, like, I know I wasn't trying to be in a relationship, but let's go ahead and give it a try.
Right.
So she might not have that situation with Lil Baby where he was willing to give it a try, because like I said, he might have been hoping low-key him and his baby mama end up back together.
They might end up back together, you know, or he just maybe ain't ready to just settle down like that, you know. You can't hold a man to settle down.
To be honest with you, like, they've been broken up for going on a year, or like they've been broken up since last year, so it's been a while. And then like, even with how she commented on the, like, his baby mama commented on the situation, like, I feel like she was taking shots. So me personally, I'm not gonna be shocked if she don't go back.
Right.
Because let's be real, that's disrespectful.
But look, they're gonna look at it like this too. Don't baby mamas always take shots though and still go back?
But here's the point: she's been gone for like a year.
Yeah, it's been some time.
So unless they was messing around in the background and she was working her way back up to being with him, they've already been separated for a year. So like, in her head, she's probably like,
nah, I'm done.
Yeah, like I've been on my own for a year. I haven't had to deal with you and your shit. Like, I'm not dealing with this.
I ain't going back, basically.
And the fact that you can disrespect me to where a female who's been in my face kikiing and laughing can now say that she had my dude. Like,
yeah.
Most females don't want that. Just like most, like, let's put it in the perspective of a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if, like, say it was a situation where Quavo and Saweetie, this happened, and then Saweetie decided she wanted to go back to Quavo, was hoping that she would end up back with Quavo. Whatever. Like, would you, like, do you think Quavo would be cool with taking her back knowing that she smashed Lil Baby?
Oh, hell no.
Like, no dude's gonna be okay with that. Like, taking a woman back that he knows somebody that was up in his face, kikiing and smiling and laughing, they're not gonna take it because that's a disrespect type thing. Because now this person can say that he had you in a way that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now and after you allowed him to do that, now you want to come back to me?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Keep that.
I don't know. Like I said, it's just, man, it's hard to say. I want to know what's gonna happen.
So, of course, we go keep an eye out on what's going on.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
This mess is still breaking down, like falling out and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll go ahead and keep an eye on what's going on, and we'll come back to you guys. But we gonna go ahead and we gonna end this subject. We gonna go ahead and end this video. Y'all know what it is. Y'all go ahead and comment down below. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Like, if y'all were in a situation, would y'all be okay if somebody, an ex that you dated, started messing with your friend or somebody that you worked with or whatever after y'all broke up, and that person was in your face kikiing, laughing and smiling? Or would you have a problem with it? Like I said, me personally, I'd have a problem. Especially 2 years of being together, I'm gonna have a problem. So if I was Quavo, I would have a problem with old dude, but it is what it is.
We're gonna find out what the situation is.
But yeah, y'all comment down below. Y'all let us know y'all's opinion on the situation. Y'all also go ahead, and y'all should know this by now because I say it in every video.
Yes.
Like this video, share this video, subscribe to your girls. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so that when we do upload more videos, you guys will be alerted and you can either see our beautiful faces or hear our marvelous voice coming across y'all's screen. Also, follow because it is free 99. Also, social media is under GossipBud87.
Yes.
So go ahead and follow. And without further ado, we outie. Bye.
My team, ISO is what I'm rapping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on